School for tonight's game between Lynn and Malden. I want to remind everyone that taunting and negative chants will not be tolerated during the game. Inappropriate behavior will result in you being ejected from this game and facility. Win or lose, cheer for your team in a positive manner. Now for your starting lineups for the visitors. Up first, senior number 4, Jason Long. Senior number 24, Ronaldo Nugent. Senior captain number 5, Ryan Delancourt. Senior captain number 10, Luke Zuber. And junior captain number 14, Justin Bell. Now for the starting lineup for your home team, the Lynn Rams. Up first, senior number 11, Jaden Gonzalez. Junior number 3, Marquis Avery. Senior number 0, Derek O'Reilly. Senior captain number 12, Nathan Morales-Reyes. And senior captain number 2, Tyler Wilson. We ask at this time that you please rise and move your caps as sing of our national anthem will be played.
Welcome to Lynn Educational Television. I'm Afton Dean, bringing you the Lynn Classical Boys basketball team as they give host to the Golden Tornadoes from Malden. And the girls basketball team was in here just a couple weeks ago, and they were defeated. The boys basketball team looking to do much of the same tonight. You got the starting lineups, the anthem, and now we're ready for basketball as Derek Omoreggi is joined at half court by Luke Zubrick, and they'll tip it off here. We apologize for the late start as the junior varsity game went a little bit late as we were scheduled for a 7 p.m. tip-off. 22 minutes late to be exact. Everybody waiting patiently around the gym for this game to get underway, and finally Classical wins the tip and we're ready for basketball. Classical moving the ball around the perimeter on this first possession. Gonzalez from deep, off the mark. Omoreggi offensive board. Tyler Wilson short with the 3. Classical opens up the game 0 for 2. And Classical does a nice job getting back on defense. As 3 white jerseys were back on defense for the Rams. Nice pass along the baseline. The dish to Zubrick. And those are your first points of the night. Gonzalez kicks it. Wilson for three. Tyler Wilson for three. Good start for the senior captain. Early 3-2 advantage for Classical. And the three ball goes. Justin Bell answers. Avery brings it up for the Rams. Back and forth with Gonzalez. They kick it. Wilson, baseline, stop and go, and he travels with it. And possession winding down here. Clock at 6. Malden gonna have to shoot it. And instead stolen away by Classical. 2-on-1 break. Wilson takes it all by himself. And we'll get a timeout out of the fast break point. So 5-5 in the early going. 5:40 left to go in this first quarter, and we will go into our first break of the night. And we are back out of the timeout. 5-5 game, 5:40 left to go in the quarter. In this opening quarter, Tyler Wilson has accounted for all 5 Classical points. And Classical gonna show some full court pressure here. And look to bother the Malden offense. Dish underneath the Zubrick. Malden doing a nice job getting the big man involved early. And stolen off the double team. And Avery gets in the passing lane. Classical comes away with it. Wilson kicks it. Marquise Avery along the baseline. Back rims it. And if you look out your windows, it is a foggy night here in New England. Avery tracks it down in the backcourt and throws it away, but Malden can't save it. Again, goes out of bounds, and it'll be Classical ball here. 4:44 left in the first, and we're going to see the first action off the Classical bench tonight. Boucharan Sandhu and Matthew Carrillo for Classical. Classical a little bit shorthanded tonight. Brady Warren day to day, dealing with a calf injury. Carrillo kicks it. Gonzalez from 3. And Gonzalez 0 of 2 in the early going. Nice defense by Sandhu. As he meets Jason Ong at the rim. gonna get a foul on Carrillo. First team foul. And that will get Nathan Reyes back into the game for the Rams. Nice defense by Gonzalez, and it's gonna cause a turnover, backcourt violation. Ryan Delancourt bothered by the Jaden Gonzalez defense. And Marquise Avery will bring it up. And Avery loses it. And Malden the other way. Three ball, no good. Zubrick, weak side rebound. They kick it. Another miss from three. And Classical finally comes away with it. Avery running the break. Classical gonna reset here. Gonzalez will dribble it out and reset the offense. Lots of dribbling by Gonzalez. Finally kicks it out to Wilson. Tyler Wilson for three. Tyler Wilson in a groove in this first quarter. He's got 8. He's actually got all 8 Classical points, accounting for all the offense. Three ball, no good. Malden showing early on they're not afraid to shoot it from deep. Avery's pass nearly picked off, and then it is. Nice defense. Gonzalez back on the break. Gonzalez will try again. Wilson shot off the mark. Credit Nunez on that, or Reyes on that possession. Hanging tough on the offensive glass. And we're gonna get a traveling violation. Ball will come back Classical's way here. And we'll see Kiedis Paulos for the first time for Malden. 8-7 game here. And coming up on the 2:13 mark of this first quarter. Officials letting them play a little bit, just one foul in this first quarter. And it has made for a very rapidly moving opening quarter. Nice inbound to Omareggi, and he misses the layup. Great inbound pass. They couldn't have drawn that up any better. Step back three. And Ryan Delancourt gives Malden the lead. And they're going to give him a 2. Foot was on the line. Nice ball movement for the Rams. And Malden picks it off. The Rams defense has left Zubrick wide open a few times in this opening quarter. Carrillo goes baseline, and he steps out. (12-8). Classical going to have to find some scoring and find a hot hand other than Tyler Wilson, who has accounted for all 8 Classical points here in this first quarter. Malden with the ball, up 4. Three ball short. Wilson comes away with it, up to Marquise Avery. Malden should get the ball back here, barring an offensive rebound. Wilson thought about it. Kicks it to Avery. Avery will reset the offense. Goes around the Sandu screen, pulls up. And I don't know if he called glass, but he banks it home. Marquise Avery, his first points of the night. Plenty of time for Malden to get off a good shot, 9 seconds. Classical playing good defense. Malden forces that one up, and the buzzer will sound. So Malden will lead it here, 12-10, and we'll take a short break as we move into the second quarter. And we are back for the second quarter. Malden leading it here 12-10. Runner is short. Up ahead to Reyes, kicks it to the corner. Gonzalez will drive it back out, reset the offense. Marquise Avery from the corner. Marquise Avery from deep and gives Classical a 1-point lead, steals it away. And then lays it up and in. 5-0 run for Marquise Avery. And Ronaldo Nguyen answers from the corner. Anything you can do, I can do better. As he answers the Marquise Avery possession. Avery tries to go behind the back, nobody home. And comes away with a loose ball. And gonna get fouled here. Avery gets hit on the arm and will go to the line for 2. Hits the first. And this would be big for the Rams if Marquise Avery could find his shot offensively. We know he can be a scorer, and it's been one of the missing parts for Classical in the first half of the season. But finding other ways to help the team. A nice defense by Reyes. Great position down low. Carrillo kicks it to Reyes, count the basket. And Reyes will go to the line looking for a 3-point play. Nice job by Reyes absorbing the contact, getting the shot to go, and he'll go to the line. This is the free throw. Classical leading it here, 19-15. And this game has big GBL implications for Classical. Not so much Malden. Malden coming into the game at 1-9. And at the bottom of the GBL. Long rebound. Right to Malden, and they throw it away. Classical comes into the game having lost 4 of 5. And Marquise Avery has the hot hand for Classical right now, which is a very good sign. And count the basket. And the shot goes. Ryan Dallencourt will look for a 3-point play. Marquise Avery, your leading scorer right now with 11 points. As I mentioned, big implications for Classical in the GBL here with this matchup. And major tournament implications for Classical as they're right on the bubble here. They must win 5 of 8 to get into the tournament. Otherwise, their season will be over. So they're going to have to play good basketball down the stretch. That will help. Jaden Gonzalez, good from deep. Classical putting on the pressure defensively. And Classical showing a lot of effort on the defensive end. Bodies flying. Classical with their largest lead of the game at 6, 24-18. And for all of our viewers on YouTube tonight, be sure to hit the subscribe button and give us a like for tonight's broadcast as the Classical defenders collide and they lose the rebound. Malden loops it in. Deep 3, doesn't go. Elmani Medina brings it up overhead to Avery. Coach Avery calling for his team to move it. In and out for Avery. And Omareggi with the putback. Take that, Matt Carrillo. Ryan Dallencourt, his second 3 of the night. Malden within 5, 26-21, right at the halfway mark of this second quarter. Nearly an identical play, and Marquise Avery drains it from the free throw line. Avery loves that mid-range jumper. And having a night from the field. He's got 13 and counting. And Avery will bring it up for Classical. And Coach Avery calling for a timeout. With 3:37 left here in this second quarter, Classical leading in here 28-21, and we'll take a short break. And we return from the break. Classical up 28-21, 3:36 left to go in the half. Gonzalez drives. Offensive foul. Good call by the officials. Defenders' feet were set. And the steal by Gonzalez. Nearly a backcourt violation. Avery from the corner. Off the mark. And nice job as Classical gets back on defense. Classical will slow it down a bit. Classical up 7 with the ball. Gonzalez for 3. And second 3 of the night for Gonzalez. Avery, loose ball, kicks it. And we're going to get another offensive foul. Good interior defense by Malden here. Taking the charges on defense. Classical will stay with the full court press. Malden does a nice job passing out of it. 3 ball, no good. Reyes up to Gonzalez. Gonzalez will slow it down, coming up on the 2-minute mark of the half. Gonzalez goes baseline, can't hit the shot. Reggie bothered the shot. It'll be Classical ball. Sandu for Reyes. Sandu, Omareji, Carrillo, Gonzalez, and Wilson will finish out the half. Omareji sets the screen. And double dribble on Gonzalez. And as always, Coach Avery very animated from the sidelines. Classical leading by 10. And as I say that, Justin Bell hits a 3. 31-24. 1:13 left to play in the half. Wilson pops and throws it in with the left hand. Solid half for Tyler Wilson. He's got 10. Avery and Wilson doing the bulk of the scoring for Classical. And about a 17-second difference between game clock and shot clock. Malden will likely get it back. Wilson for 3. Can't hit. And Malden calling for the last shot here. Coach Nally. Malden will hold. About a 2-second difference between game clock and shot clock. So Malden can take close to the last shot here. Shot clock at 4. And I don't know how he hit that, but Dallencourt fading away from the basket. And Malden goes on a little run to end the quarter. And Classical will lead it here 33-27. And we'll head into halftime and we'll see you here in the third quarter. are set for the second half of action. Classical leading at 33-27 as they outscored Malden 21-17 in that second quarter. And Marquise Avery heating up on the offensive side of the basketball, scoring all 13 of his points in that second quarter. Classical coming into the game having lost 4 of 5. And gonna have to play well down the stretch here in the last 8 games of the season. As I mentioned, they must win 5 of the remaining 8 games to punch their ticket to the state tournament. Classical will start the ball here in this third quarter. And Gonzalez throws it off the foot of Zubrick. Classical fortunate to keep the possession. Reyes will inbound. And Avery gets knocked down. Coach Nally for Malden disagrees. But foul gonna go in against Delancourt. They loop it into Avery. Fresh clock for Classical. Avery loses it. Delancourt the other way. And nice defense by Reyes. Reyes with the block from behind. Malden coming into the game with just 1 win on the season. Trying to play spoiler here for Classical. And nice drive, Jason Ong. His first points of the night. Avery behind the back, nice move, and that's the type of night Marquise Avery is having. Gets the friendly roll. He's got 15 and picks up right where he left off in that second quarter. Almani Medina and Derek Omoreggi checking into the game for Classical. Reyes and Wilson. Reyes will take a breather on the Classical bench. Fallon forward, 2 more. And Classical will inbound. Armani and Carrillo out. Gonzalez back in. And we will see the first minutes of the night for Josiah Severe. Nice cut by Avery. This is the shot. Got a good look at the basket. And count the basket. Justin Bell with the soft touch on the floater. And he'll look for a 3-point play and look to get Malden within 1. 35-34. Classical by 1 with the ball. Gonzalez will dribble back out. Sandu will pull up. Off the mark. Nice help defense by Sandu. And Dallencourt travels with it. Wilson and Reyes back in for the Rams. Avery looking to make his move, pulls up from the free throw line. Short with it. Some more help defense by Reyes. They bother the shot. Avery will pull up and drains it. Give Marquise Avery 3 more. By far the best offensive night of the season for Marquise Avery. And Marquise Avery gonna get hit with the technical foul for taunting. That might be the first technical foul I've seen this season in high school basketball. Hopefully Marquise Avery got his money's worth on the taunting. He didn't do much, but the official was looking right at him and did not hesitate to tee him up. And Gonzalez is going to commit the foul in the backcourt. Third personal for Gonzalez, 4th team foul. Gonzalez got to be careful here. A long way to go in this one. Malden throws it away. Gonzalez will call a play. Goes around the screen. Can't hit. Nice play by Wilson, preventing the layup on the other end. Tough shooting night for Jaden Gonzalez. (38-35), Classical by 3. Nice job by Avery fighting through the Zubrick screen. We're gonna get a foul going against Classical, and it's gonna go against Nathan Reyes, his 2nd, team's 5th. Malden will be shooting a lot of free throws down the stretch if Classical keeps this up. One of 2 at the line for Bell. Classical will retain possession. Into the corner. Out to Gonzalez. And Gonzalez loses it, but gets fouled. And that will get Elmani Badina and Matthew Carrillo into the game. And for all of you watching the broadcast tonight on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below. And be sure to give tonight's broadcast a like. Give us a thumbs up. Avery kicks it to Sandu. And Carrillo met by a swarm of defenders. It will remain classical ball. 21 seconds still on the shot clock. Wilson will inbound underneath the basket. Right into Reyes. Nice job moving without the basketball. Nathan Reyes. And we're going to get a timeout, and we'll stay right with you. And we'll get a look at the classical cheerleaders doing an outstanding job tonight at every home game, cheering on the Rams. And it is a 40-36 game. Classical leading by 4. They led by 6 at halftime. Have led pretty much the whole game. In a very quiet gym tonight. We were talking about this the other night. You can almost hear a pin drop when players are at the free throw line during timeouts, as there is a seating capacity limit right now. All players masked up. But good news on the COVID-19 front as numbers continuing to decline. And it'll be interesting to see if this place will get to full capacity before the end of the season, which is under a month away, as this season has flown by. Avery with the steal. Gonzalez can't hit from the corner. And it's been one of those nights for Gonzalez. Avery will reset. Hands it off to Gonzalez. Gonzalez pulls up. Can't hit. Reyes with the rebound. Out to Wilson. Tyler Wilson for 3. First points of the second half for Tyler Wilson, and they come at a good time. Zubrick off the side of the backboard. Avery calling for it. Nice dish. Back out to Wilson. And Tyler Wilson failing it from 3. And the lead back up to 10 at 46-36. 2:39 left to go here in the third quarter. And we're going to get a Malden timeout, and we'll take a timeout. Out of the timeout, 46-36, Classical on top. 2 straight threes for Tyler Wilson. Classical showing a little backcourt pressure. Easy lay-in for Ryan Dallencourt. He's got 14 on the night, solid night for the senior guard and captain of this Malden team. Gonzalez pops out and doesn't catch any iron. And Gonzalez will head to the bench. Up ahead to Zubrick. Easy lay-in for Zubrick. Zubrick's got 8. And under 2 minutes to play in the quarter. Avery makes his move and nails it from the free throw line. That in-between jumper has been pretty much automatic for him tonight. He's got 20. Avery tracks down the rebound the other way. Classical with some pretty balanced scoring between Avery and Wilson, as they've done the bulk of the Classical scoring tonight. And get Marquise Avery a heat check. He hits another one. He's got 23, including 3 3-pointers tonight. Carrillo with the steal. Shot doesn't go, but he'll go to the line. And Marquise Avery, of course, the son of head coach Marvin Avery.
You can't go under Ronaldo. You can't go under number 3 screen.
And 23 and counting for Marquise Avery. Matthew Carrillo at the line. Carrillo makes both. Classical now leading it by 13. And breaking this one open here in this third quarter. 40 ticks on the clock left. Corner 3, good. Ronaldo Nunez hits the 3 for Malden. And Avery loses it. Dallencourt, one man to beat. Sidesteps the defender. 16 points on the night for Dallencourt. He's Malden's leading scorer. Gonzalez can't hit glass. Out to Wilson. Shot doesn't go. And the buzzer will sound. So Malden ends the quarter on a 5-0 run. But Classical ups their lead here in the third quarter, and we will go into the fourth. 53-45 Classical on top with 8 minutes of basketball left to play. And we are set to start the fourth quarter. Classical leading up by 8. They led by 13. Classical let up 5 unanswered to end the quarter. Zubrick tips it out. Malden will reset, get a fresh clock. Miss layup by Dallencourt. And Avery met by Zubrick at the rim. Floater doesn't go for Gonzalez. Malden can make it a 2-possession game. In and out. Almani Medina in for Classical, nearly throws it away and does. Avery back and bothers the shot. And we're gonna get a timeout by Coach Marvin Avery. And just a minute 20 into this fourth quarter. Neither team yet to score. Ryan Dallencourt having a great night for Malden. He's got 16. But how about Marquise Avery? He's got 23, your game's leading scorer. And Avery and the Rams looking to close it out here in the fourth and pick up their 6th win of the season and get within 1 win of the 500 mark. 5 league losses for Classical. Likely out of contention in the GBL. I have not checked out the mathematical implications for a GBL championship, but I would believe they are out of contention with 8 games to play. But don't quote me on that. And if you haven't looked out the window tonight, it is a foggy night. And some messy weather on the way, some rain, some ice. And if you're part of the Lynn schools, you may have heard that school is canceled for tomorrow, Friday, February 4th. So for all the students and teachers watching tonight's broadcast, don't go to school tomorrow. Tyler Wilson, nice move to the basket. Near steal by Avery, and he looks at the official in disbelief. Of course, Avery already has the 1 technical tonight. I'm guessing he will not look to make any eye contact with any officials for the remainder of the night. Shot no good from 3. Gonzalez the other way. Lays it down to Omareggi, out to Avery. Shot clock at 7. At 5-4. Marquise has to shoot it. Long rebound to Gonzalez. Gonzalez, Avery going back and forth. Classical can take some time off the clock here. Shot off the mark. Reggie with the offensive board. Classical will get another possession. And Jaden Gonzalez ends the drought from 3. And we're right behind the scorers table. I thought that pass was coming for us over here. Corner 3, no good. Reyes with the rebound, and we're coming up right on the halfway mark of the 4th quarter. Classical can slow it down here a bit, take some time off the clock. Gonzalez pops out. Off the mark, Reyes with the rebound. Classical doing a nice job on the glass here in this 4th quarter and taking considerable time off the clock. And it will stay Classical ball. Malden has not led since the opening quarter. They finally get it into Reggie. Wilson for 3, can't hit. And out of bounds. If you're just joining us, late start tonight as the JV game caused this game to be delayed by about 20 minutes. And we're gonna get a foul against Reggie. So 2 shots at the line for Justin Bell. Bell's got 12 tonight, solid night for the junior captain. Makes the first. Bell makes both. Malden desperately needed those points. Now an 11-point game, 58-47, Classical on top. Gonzalez around the screen, pulls up, can't hit, Brent rims it. Dallencourt trying to dish it to Zubrick. His pass gets picked off. Nice move by Avery. And then throws it away. Reyes gets it back. And Classical will reset it. The shot clock did not reset. And it will be Malden ball. Gonzalez, the baseball pass ahead to Reyes. Nice find. And Nathan Reyes rewarded for running the floor. He's pumped up. And the Rams lead back to 13 at 60-47 and 2:30 left to play in this game. out of the timeout. Malden needs to make the most of their offensive possessions at this point. Coming up on the 2-minute mark of the game. Classical steals it away, up ahead to Avery. And Avery will dribble it back out, take some time off the clock. And Avery gets fouled, reach-in foul, and that will go against Justin Bell of Malden. Wilson will inbound for the Rams. And how about this? Tyler Wilson and Marquise Avery a combined 41 points in counting for the Rams. Gonzalez long with the 3. And then Carrillo throws it away. And we're going to get a double dribble against Gonzalez. Picked off by Avery. And that will put the exclamation point on the night, I think, as Classical now leading it by 15. Marquise Avery, 25 points on the night. And Classical going to pick up their 6th win of the season. Aiden Sam, his first points of the night off the Malden bench. And we're just about under a minute here to play. And Coach Avery going to call a timeout just to get some subs into the game. And it's going to be Thomas Walsh for Classical. Unfortunately, we do not have the player with the number 10 on his back. Nice defense by Carrillo, getting back on the break. And it'll be Classical ball. Classical can dribble it out. I would imagine Malden will not foul here. And we're actually going to get a 1-and-1 here as Malden is over the limit. So Kenali Cohen Ellison wearing the number 21 for Classical. We'll look for his first varsity points. 1 of 2 for Cohen Ellison. And not sure if Malden will attempt a shot here. And the buzzer sounds, and that's game.
Final score for men's basketball. Final score 63, Malden 49. Thank you all for coming out. Drive home safely and a great rest of your night.
So the final score here, 63-49. Classical takes it. And it was back and forth in that first quarter. Classical stayed tough, hung tough though, as Tyler Wilson scored 8 of the 10 Classical first quarter points. And Malden led in the first quarter, and then it was all Classical from there as Classical outscored Malden 21-17 in that second quarter behind 13 points from Marquise Avery. And Classical kept it going in the second half, outscored Malden 20-18 in the third quarter, and then finally close it out here at 63-49 for Malden. Ryan Dallencourt, the senior guard, with 16 points. Justin Bell, the junior captain, with 14 points. And Luke Zubrick with 8. Those are your leading scorers for the Golden Tornadoes. Your player of the game, Marquise Avery, with 25 points. 13 of those coming in the second quarter. What a game for Marquise Avery. Tyler Wilson with 18. They combined for 43 of Classical's 63 points. Nathan Reyes added 6. Jaden Gonzalez 9 points, and Matthew Carrillo with 4. So Classical going to improve to 6-7 on the season. They'll look to get back to 500 when they're back in action on Tuesday, and they'll go back to 500 at 5-5 in the GBL. Malden, on the other hand, will drop to 1-10 on the season. So final score here, 63-49. I'm Afton Dean. For all of us here at LCTV, powered by Lynn Educational Television, we hope you enjoyed it. And for all of our YouTubers watching live tonight, be sure to hit the subscribe button down below, like our broadcast. And for all of our viewers on Channel 15, Comcast, Channel 36 Verizon, we hope you enjoyed this, as you'll watch it at a later date. So we'll be right back here on Tuesday night for some more live stream coverage. For all of us here, we hope you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.